In this video, I'm going to share with you emotional intelligence, self-awareness in workplace, Neissers level of self-awareness coming up next. They want to become happy, increase emotional intelligence, successful. You're right, deserver. Watch this video till the end and subscribe to get ideas every day. Hi, this is Surya. Welcome to Health Bytes, where we discuss a range of issues covering health, fitness, and well being. If you can become aware of yourself, then you're never going to need anyone who is not interested in you to diagnose you. Alright? You're going to become more than aware of the reasons for your own experiences in life. You get to understand yourself, alright? Socrates, an ancient philosopher, once said, know thyself, observe self, study thyself, examine thyself, know thyself, because no one else will ever know you more. We experience five different levels of ourselves, alright? This is a journey. The first level is the ecological self, where we have an awareness of internal and external stimuli. We understand our body, right? We know when we need to go to the toilets. We know when we are hungry. We know when the rain comes on and when it is time to go indoors. We know when the rain comes on, when it's time to go indoors, unless we like playing around in the rain. And we know that if we touch a hot stove, we are going to get burned and it's going to be sore. So if we get burns and experience pain, we ain't going to do that again unless we like pain. Some people do. So there's an ecological self-harm. Children get this. I think about a little babies or infants cry when there's something that they want. They're hungry, or they just fill the nappy, or they're just tired or little grumpy. They don't have the vocabulary to articulate what it is and what they want. It's up to mom and dad to discern and figure out what the baby actually wants, right? We have a practical bodily needs, right? So most of us are aware on this level. Some aren't, who become quite dangerous in life. I shall say no more. Then we have the interpersonal self, and this is when we become aware of interactions that we have with others. All right. See, when you communicate with someone, are you aware of how it is you're actually being received? Are you aware of whether this other person is engaged in what you're saying? Are they with you? Are they responding? Many people go through life. Some people say, I'm depressed, I feel disconnected, a few isolated, having never learned to communicate. Some people don't understand the basics of communication, such as there's a difference between monologue and dialogue, right? Look at you. I tell you what I think, I tell you how I feel, and it doesn't really matter what you have to say. I couldn't care less because all I'm doing is talking to you. Once I've talked to you, once I've told you all that I want to say, I might even have the audacity to say, yeah, great conversation, see you later, which is what some people do in the personal self as a bonus, evaluating how effective we are being relationally as we interact with others, which obviously goes on to impact the quality of every other area of our life. We then have the extended self, which is an awareness that will develop of timeline of events in the past or in the future. So, for example, something happened to you when you were a child, that is, a man said or did something to you, or a woman said and did something to you which you didn't like, and then you go on through life with this fear of this kind of hesitancy or interacting with men or women. I don't know what that event is. It doesn't matter what it is. All I'm saying is, as we learn from our past, we learn that we pick up in our past influence how we conduct ourselves today, which can sometimes then also influence our expectations of the future. So, in a very basic level, this is the extended self. When we have a Then we have the private self, which is how aware we become of our thoughts, our feelings, and motives. I'm not talking about focusing on our thoughts and our feelings and our motives. I'm talking about, some people become overwhelmed by them, don't they? Some people can't see beyond how they feel. I'm traumatized. I had an event in the past, and my extended self, which means I'm traumatized today. I'm traumatized because I haven't stopped focusing on something that happened to me yesterday as a focus thing. It's a mindset thing. These are levels of awareness that allow us to get over ourselves, allow us to develop and nurture a healthy outlook, a life, a healthy perspective, which is what we need if we want to live life in a confident and a self-assured way. And so the thing is, again, it's not like one is bad for not understanding this stuff, right? In some schools, you get taught multiple foreign languages, you get taught the Pythagoras theorem, you get taught the basics of biology and physics and chemistry, which is fantastic. But do we think this would actually be more beneficial and sensible in today's global economic environment? Really, do people need to get taught the empirical sciences, or would it be more valuable for today people to get taught self awareness, social awareness, interpersonal skills, communication skills? How about self discipline or self regulation? How about innovation, creativity, entrepreneurship? How about the relationship between thoughts and feelings? Right? If I think of myself really negatively, what's that going to do? Right? Say this, if for example I just stand here and just try to think really negatively of myself, I'm such a failure, oh, I'm making such a mess. Well, I don't know if all these people at home are going to like me, that might be taking offense at me, or maybe they don't like my hair, maybe they don't like my face. It's not a pink shirt, it's a red shirt. Maybe they don't like my red shirt. If I start thinking about all that stuff, I'm going to become flooded just of self doubt, question marks over my head. Maybe I should just give up right now and go home and get a sensible day job. Maybe I should go back to selling stuff or business development, or maybe I should join the army if they'd have me. What goes inside of our minds and private will work itself in public. There's no getting away from this. All right? And we get ahead in life as we learn to master this in our game. Learn discipline and master of minds, right? When our mind is untamed or uncontrolled, all sorts of damage and stuff can come out of our mouths, right? What happens in there here will come out of there, all right? If there's insecurity in there, if the self doubt or self loathing going on in here, and what comes out of there when I'm alright, which might end up unintentionally tearing down other people. How self aware are you? Let me know in the comment section, and I will send a questionnaire which will help to figure out your self awareness. Next time, we will discuss more about Neissers' level of self awareness so that you don't miss it. Subscribe. Till then, stay safe.